falling on my head. And just like
Yeah, we deserve that rain, don't we? We need it
We need
so
it.
bad.
We need it
Look, the
badly.
world is full of all sorts of wonderful traditions. You use them to bring in the new year many times. Dan Kohler is here. He's examining a few of the strange, fun foods, perhaps, that we eat for good luck.
Indeed.
After looking at this, I'm never going to wish anybody luck again.
Well,
What?
please dig in. Please dig in. You've got
What
three
did you bring
You've got
us?
3 of my favorites. We're going to start today in the American South. And in the South, we have this tradition of eating collard greens in the new year. And that's that little bowl you've got there. We've got some right over here. Collard greens are eaten because they symbolize piles of dollar bills. So when you eat them in the beginning of the new year, how's that, Christina? Yeah?
It's different.
It's different.
It symbolizes good fortune and that you will have a very wealthy new year. Zach likes it.
Collard greens are so good for you.
Indeed, they are.
Looks like delicious. I like them.
All right. So now we're going to get to some of the more unusual traditions because most of us know about collard greens by now. So let's hop the ocean and go to Germany, where you eat Glücksschwein, which is that little pink pig. We've got some over here.
What's it made out of?
It's marzipan.
Oh, okay.
It's a little
marzipan,
which is an
inside
almond
of
paste.
it?
There's no surprises
Okay.
inside it. It's just pure
Dan,
marzipan.
what does that bring me? Like, what is
Well,
money?
so
or-
no, actually, pigs symbolize progress. And do you know why?
No.
Why?
So chickens and turkeys, when they eat, they scratch backwards like this. But pigs root forward.
Wow, you're very
Eat
good
it.
at that.
And so that is why we have interpreted them to mean progress instead of looking back.
I mean, what if I had a
forward
good
as they eat.
2015 and I just kind of want to
Well,
go
they still
back?
you can reflect, but you don't need to move back. Got it.
And you know what? It's New Year's, so you can't drag your past into your future.
I like that.
Yes.
And you see, pigs have such a long tradition in Germany of good luck that they've even made it into the language. So Glücksschwein literally means lucky pig. But if you're playing cards, normally an ace is a high card, right?
Right.
Well, in Germany, the ace is called die Sau, which is the sow, a pig. And if you have it, you say, Ich habe Schwein gehabt, which means I've had a pig, which literally sort of translates to I've been lucky. Ich habe Schwein gehabt. I've been lucky. I've had a pig.
Aber Schwein gehabt.
Oh, look at you.
Make it sound so good.
Do you know how old he is?
9.
Nine.
Nine.
But
But
all
up
right.
bump, yeah.
But the most unusual thing on your plate is pickled herring.
Yeah.
So herring have a long tradition in the fishing world. They were widely consumed in the 17th century around most of Europe. Zach's getting into it. I like this. I like an adventurous eater, especially young. Start them out young. Why do we eat these in the new year? You see how silvery they are? You see how beautiful they are? These represent, again, good fortune, coins. The scales are said to represent coins, and so if you eat these, you will have a fortunate year. But there's one more reason we eat them. Herring, unlike other fish, have very unusual swimming patterns. They may not be seen in the same place every year. So fishermen, at the beginning of the year, might eat a piece of herring as a prayer, as to hope that the ocean will return the herring to them that they fished last year. So let's show how to make this. We're gonna, yeah.
You go ahead. I have a question.
Go for
because
it.
we're saying, is this something you do like on the first day of the year and then you're done? Can you do this through the month of January? Beginning of the year?
You can do this You can do it any time you want. These are traditionally done either on the first day or in the first week of the year.
Okay.
So this fish, these are 2 herring fillets that I am going to brine overnight. We brine
Is that
them.
where we get pickled herrings?
Yes, this is pickled herring.
Pickled herring.
It tastes kind of sweet, doesn't it?
It does.
Like
Debbie
sweet and
wants more.
vinegary.
Do you have more
No,
for
no,
her?
I'm good. I'm
Yeah.
okay.
You
Thank
can
you.
have mine. Here you go.
Yeah.
No, wow. That is so
The
kind.
reason we put it in a brine, the reason we cover it in salt water, is to draw out actually some of that liquid. Even though it's floating in liquid, we're drawing out liquid from the flesh, which condenses the muscle tissue, so that once we preserve it, it doesn't fall apart. You need that chemical interaction. But after that, we're just going to make a quick pickling liquid.
Okay.
1 cup wine, white wine in this case.
I drink wine.
No, we pickled it.
I
1
just
cup
had
vinegar,
Oh,
my
you just
fish.
drink- oh, in your
in your
fish, yeah.
1 cup
Wait a
water.
minute For that.
How far in advance can we do this? Like,
You could, well, honestly, this is going to stay in the fridge for good for up to a month. I normally like to let it sit at least 24 hours. It hits the sweet spot in flavor 3 to 4 days out.
okay.
So you're going to make this pickling liquid, bring it up to heat, and then you need to let it cool entirely because we don't want to put hot liquid over the fish.
You'll poach it.
You will poach it.
Yep.
But once it's totally cool, I'm just going to take a mason jar, layer it with some onion, some lemon, some dill, and then slide my herring fillets right in.
Oh my goodness, look at that.
Couple of them. And then all we have to do is pour that cold pickling liquid right on top.
Whoa.
That is how you pickle fish. Thank you
But
for
it
the
did
sound
taste
effect, Mark.
spicy. I thought is that
Tasted
not?
sweet.
Well, there are spices. So what I'm using
okay.
here, I'm using allspice,
Tastes sweet.
bay leaf, a little bit of black peppercorn, and indeed there is some sugar in the pickling liquid,
okay.
which you often find in pickled traditions around the
So
world.
this is not canning. This is pickling, so you don't have to go through that same procedure. As you
Yes, you could can this we could take the next step to seal it properly, but this I'm just going to put a lid on and throw it in the fridge, and it's good to go.
Stay for 3 months?
1 month.
One-
This-
one month.
Good for up to 1
You
month.
serve the pickled herring just like that on a plate? Would you do it with crackers or anything?
Crackers would be great. Scandinavians would use a dark rye cracker, depending on where in the world you are, but sometimes you would just eat it plain for breakfast.
Wow.
Breakfast.
Fantastic. And the lucky rabbit's foot came from where? Never mind. Okay, full recipes on our Pinterest page. Stop by. It's good luck if you do. It's even better luck if you visit that man on his site, renegadekitchen.com. Well, I think we've had enough fill for the day. Now we got to get creative and spend time in the craft room with Ken Wingard.
We're gonna make some doggy
Pillows.
How cute.